Macros here with another video, and today we'll take a look at the Action Force Weapons Pack Alpha and Bravo, and also review the Crimson Cavalry, and I'll show you my new project, a 4x4 armored truck. And don't forget to join the giveaway. It's gonna be due pretty soon, September 12. We're gonna announce the winner. Good luck to you, and let's begin the video.
It's time for Macros Reviews! Attack!
I want to unbox and review the Weapons Pack Alpha and Bravo. I have this before a long time ago, but I received a couple of new sets. I opted for the standard package, and look at how it came out. The boxes are pretty bent out of shape. Okay, thank you BBTS. Ooh. Not only they're bent out of shape, but the Ziploc bag have opened itself. Rifle, grenade launchers, SMG, rifle, SMG, Maxim pistol, and 1, 2, oh. I think I'm missing one fire effect. Okay. Let's begin with the AK-47. It's got one magazine and 2 extra spare magazines. You'd know it's the AK-47 because of the furniture. It's wood. The stock, the grip, the forend. And you'd know that it is the 47 because of the steel magazine. 30 round. However, I don't like this version. It's got a very thick barrel. If you compare it with the M249 saw, that looks like it has a pencil barrel. Like this thing have a heavy barrel. Alright? And it looks more like a Saiga 12 gauge shotgun. Just want to point out that the selector switch is on the safe position. So bad attention to detail. How are you going to explain when you put in your blast effect? How are you firing this weapon with the safety on? So that is your AK-47. Next up, let's take a look at the Fabrique Nationale FN Scar L 16S, which is the 5.56 version. The receiver is painted sniper gray. The folding stock, the grip, the magazine, the vertical front grip, suppressor, the front and rear sights, and the aim point red dot are all plain black. Very nice detail. I'm a big fan of the front and rear sight on the up position and co-witnessing with the red dot. There's also the Scar H 17S, which is the 308 or 7.62 by 51 millimeter version. Okay, that's the Scar L. Here's what it looks like with the muzzle effect. Also, Fabrique Nationale had fixed the reciprocating charging handle. Next up, let's take a look at this Para USA style M4. Para USA because it's distinct side folding stock. It has the XAS 4-end mounting solution for the M203. The receiver, the grip, the 4-end is painted coyote brown. Good details. Noteworthy is the dust cover is open. You can see the bolt painted silver, and it's got the fixed rear and front sight. Came with one magazine and two spare 30-round magazine. And that is the M4 with the M203 grenade launcher. Next up is the Israeli Military Industries Desert Eagle 50 caliber Action Express. It's all black. You could see the details of the Picatinny rails. You have the hole for the muzzle effect, and that's the Desert Eagle. Next one is the Silencer Co. Maxim 9 integrally suppressed pistol. It has a full auto and a semi-auto versions. And best selling point is it accepts Glock 17 magazines as well as the 33 round magazines. I can see the MOS cover on top if you want to mount a red dot sight. Excellent detail. Next is the designated marksman rifle 5.56. I'd prefer the M38 or the older MK12. It's got a Magpul angle grip, retractable stock on the folded position. On the forend, curious why you selected the key mod. Key mod is dead. US military selected the M-lock. Has one magazine and two spare magazines. The scope is well made. The dust cover is closed. Put on the blast effect. And how is this thing firing with the dust cover on? It's gonna introduce malfunction, cycling the rounds. The M4 that came with the Charlie weapons pack, Desert Rats, the one with the M203 grenade launcher have all the dust covers open. Just an FYI for all you super detailed oriented viewers. Next we have the Milcor 40mm grenade launcher. This is the M32. This has a 12-inch barrel with Picatinny rails to mount your vertical grip or other accessories. It's got a collapsible AR-15 style stock, rotating cylinder, the receiver, the cylinder, the vertical grip were painted desert tan, the sight, grip, stock, barrel, all plain black. It's got the battery operated sight. Minimum range 50 meters, maximum range 375 meters. Fires low velocity rounds. An improved version is the M32A1 that fires medium velocity rounds as well as low velocity. Minimum range is 125 meters up to 800 meters. And it's got an 8-inch shorter barrel, and you could put in a blast effect. Very nice weapon. This one you should know if you collect 3.75 vintage to newer Joes, Rise of Cobra for example. They have this weapon and even done accurately, which we'll talk about later in the segment. Heckler & Koch H&K MP5 SD. Suppressed SMG. SD model because I don't see the suppressor tread onto the front barrel. It has a Cho-8 side folding stock, Picatinny rail forend to attach accessories like flashlights or lasers, aim point red dot sight on a pick rail. You can see the good amount of detail from the rear diopter sight to the front sight post. Excellent detail. I could see the charging lever, and it comes in all black. Heckler & Koch MP7 SMG. This is not chambered in the 9mm, but it's 4.6 by 30 millimeter. It's designed to be a personal defense weapon. It has a suppressor, red dot sight, that has what looks like to me a Butler Creek cover, folded telescopic stock, folded vertical grip. I would have wanted for the grip to be on the down position for your action force to hold on to the grip. Also, the grip and magazine don't look correct. Thickness is the same, but the grit should have some curve and should be wider, and even the magazine should be a little bit wider. Other than that, excellent detail from the charging lever to the front and rear sights. And here it is with the blast effect. And let's have a look at Weapons Pack Bravo. Okay, ziplock is closed. And it's got 3 blast effects, so I was missing one from the alpha set. Three pistols, shotgun, 3 submachine guns, saw, and a rifle. And a bonus gung-ho marine cap. Fits well on its intended figure, gung-ho. Next, we have the IMI, Israeli Military Industries Desert Eagle 50 caliber Action Express, made in conjunction with Magnum Research, who developed the ammunition. 7 rounds on the magazine plus 1 in the chamber, 1,475 feet per second on STP 300 ground bullet, great detail, black grips, titanium gold finish. Notice in the movies, all Russian mobsters carry this pistol. 24 karat gold-plated AK-47, popularized from Saddam's collection. There is such a thing. Real gold-plated AK-47. It's got wooden stock, pistol grip and forend. Came with a 30-round magazine and 2 spare extra 30-round. There are gold paint smudge on the stock and the grip, easily fixed by painting it. If you use some kind of a paint strip, it'll probably strip away the brown color. I don't care much for the thick barrel. It looked more like a 12 gauge shotgun thickness as opposed to a 7.62 AK barrel. That's my only complaint with the Action Force AK. And also it's very distinct. You've got your selector lever on the safe position. So once you put your blast effect, how are you gonna be firing this thing with the safety on? Okie doke, that's the AK-47. Next up is the Mossberg 590 Shockwave 12 gauge shotgun. How can you tell a Mossberg from a Remington or any other shotgun? The safety lever is on top of the receiver, directly above your grip. The pistol grip and the forend are made of wood. Also common is a composite black furniture version. And usually the forend would have a nylon strap to aid in your retention. And let's do the H&K Heckler & Koch MP5 SD. Again, same as the one with Alpha pack. This one has a Desert Tan receiver. Exactly the same with a Cho-8 side folding stock. Aim point red dot sight. Picatinny forend. Very nice detail. Even got the charging handle correct, unlike the G.I. Joe classified. You can't tell what your H&K is. Poor job. Then we have the M1911A1 .45 caliber pistol, stainless steel finish, black rubberized grip, very nice detail. H&K VP9 9mm pistol. H&K is the Mercedes-Benz of the firearm industry. Excellent detail, green receiver, black slide. You could make out the proprietary rail for mounting lights and lasers. Ambi slide release, takedown lever, mag release lever. A lot mistake this as a Glock. It's not. And that is that. Pretty well detailed pistol. Another H&K weapon, the MP7 4.6 by 30mm, not 9mm. This is the same one in the weapons pack Alpha, but with a green receiver, black suppressor, front vertical grip, black pistol grip, folded stock, red dot, and front and rear sights. I would love a version without the suppressor and the front vertical grip down. That would be cool. The grip and the magazine does not look correct to me. It's good enough, but not the best MP7 version. And we have the Chris Vector again. Receiver painted white. The rest, like the suppressor, the EOTech holographic sight, the rear sight, and the AR-15 style stock are all black. Looks like a Magpul stock. Again, it could be a 9mm, a 45, 40 caliber. I would like an unsuppressed version, a higher capacity 33 round mag. Let's look at the KAPPA, traditional Japanese farming tool to cut grass and brush. Filipino farmers also adopted the KAPPA, possibly brought by the Japanese during the World War II occupation of the Philippines and adopted by the Philippine farmers. This one's a modern take, similar to the M48 tactical KAPPA from United Cutlery. And last is the M249 saw, originally the FN Minimi, chambered in 5.56. It's all black. The bipod folds up and down. Green composite ammo can holds 200 rounds of linked 5.56 cartridge. It's removable. Unusual, it's missing its capability to use the 30-round Action Force magazines, which is a standard for the M249 saw. Nice detailing on the stock, front and rear sights, pick rail to mount the optics, folding and removable bipod. I dislike the thin barrel. It may be true to scale, but next to the other Action Force weapon, the barrel makes the saw look puny. I would prefer they exercise creative license and made the barrel thicker. Aside from the minor cons, this is a very nice weapon for your Action Force G.I. Joe classifieds. Let's have a look at the Action Force Garrison Cavalry. Wave 2B, if I remember correctly. Blue and black gradient box cover. Big bold Action Force logo and Crimson Cavalry name. That's the file card. Action points. Let's start with the weapons. Heckler & Koch G36. You could see the side folding stock. The top rail with front and rear sights with Picatinny rail that you could mount a red dot or other accessories. It's very distinct. You could see the ambidextrous charging lever underneath that top rail. On the fore end, you've got the bottom Picatinny rail and side rails to mount extra accessories. You've got the patented 3-prong flash hider. Your distinct H&K selector switch. And a 30-round magazine that looks like a Magpul PMag. On the magazine lip, it looks like to me there's a bullet molded in there. He's armed with a M1911A1 45 caliber pistol, all black. You've got the standard black helmet with a flip-up medieval style faceplate detailed with breathing holes and maroon paint. It's removable. You can see the wearer's eyes from the open viewport. Regular balaclava head sculpt. Now it's pretty distinguishable. Instead of having a black neck to continue the balaclava, they opt for the flesh tone. If you're wearing a balaclava, usually the Nomex fire retardant style, you'd want it to cover your neck for maximum protection. But I could see why Valaverse designed it this way so you could switch head sculpts. Alright. Standard sculpt that you could see from the Steel Brigade to Condor with Karak or Sergeant Slaughter's boots with the lace. Vest is the same with Duster or Desert Rat, with the exception of a different knife and sheath. In this case, the one that came with the Steel Brigade on the back of the vest. It's got the 2 extra 30-round mags. New Colonia flag. Carabiner. Push-to-talk mic. Looks like a Motorola. Here's the knife. Silver blade on a black handle. And another patch with a dagger and some kind of a shield maybe. Radio on the back. Superb detailing of the moly attachment points. You've got the drag handle on top. Easier to remove and put the vest back on or switch to another figure. He has a removable belt with drag handle. Drop down holster for the 45 pistol. An IFAC individual first aid kit pouch on his left leg. Very nice color scheme, maroon on gray with accents of black. I have a question for you, 12 scale army. Is 2 30-round magazine plus 1 30-round mag on your rifle, is that enough for the operator to conduct his mission? The answer is no. A minimum of 6 30-round magazine plus 1 30-round magazine on your rifle is what an operator should carry. He's the backbone of Karak's army and not just a home defender. And he doesn't even carry grenades. Plate carrier vests have been the standard for professionals in the modern day, from police SWAT to special forces. The plate carrier is designed for maximum range of motion compared to the older full body armor, which works so well with the Action Force superb articulation. Just look at that butterfly articulation. This is a figure with a vest, and he could do that, right? Two-handed pistol shooting pose. Swing his arms on the back and he can touch both hands together the way a butterfly articulation should be. Let's compare it to a Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified. Look at an Alley Viper. He's got a full vest, and that's the maximum range of his arm articulation. Not only is it hindered by the vest, but also of the design of the butterfly joint itself. Not very good. Look at the Steel Brigade. He's wearing a full coverage body armor, yet he still have good range. Look at the Cobra officer. Geez, that's pathetic. Look at that. We're paying full price for a subpar product. How about just eliminate the butterfly articulation and take away $5 from its retail price? The Cobra Viper, the same thing. Even Karak, with a sleeveless jacket, can still have his arms together for a pistol shooting pose. And the same with the Scarab, and it's got a full vest. Let's try a few head sculpts, see if it fits. Oh. The ball and the hinge is gray. Not bad. Looks quite good. Change your head. Looks very good to me. It'll work. And that is the Action Force Crimson Cavalry. Here's a quick and easy mod for the M4 suppressed rifle that came with the Action Force weapons pack Charlie. It has a similar design as Desert Rat's M4 with its fully extended collapsible stock. The purpose of this mod is to make it easily poseable with the figure, especially with a vest, make it durable and eliminate breakage. I cut it from the end of the buffer tube, drilled the hole into the actual rear stock, slid the buffer tube into the hole, then super glued for a strong attachment, and this is not going to break. Now your figure will have a good cheek weld, good sight alignment on his ACOG 4x optics and red dot. Then I just added a 2-point sling. And while we're at it with Charlie Weapons Pack mods, might as well do the 9mm CMMG Banshee. As you remember, it lacked the front and rear sights or red dot. I glued the Marauders Inc. EOTech holographic sight by hollowing out the canal on the bottom so we'll sit snug on the Picatinny rail and you'll have good contact points for the super glue to adhere. I then made the single point elastic sling. Saved my newest project for last, the complete scratch-built 4x4 futuristic armored truck. Its inspiration draws from the clean flat lines of the Tesla Cybertruck and morphed into this what if the military built it for special operations. Uses the modular components from the Sigbin APC like the machine gun and cannon turret, the seats, and the consoles. Windshield is a polycarbonate lens tinted black. The roof is detachable. It's got a front and a back segment. The front segment for the driver and the back for the passengers. Still need to work on the door hinges. Rear hatch open sideways. Two passengers on the back. Driver and commander on front. Second row seats 3. Total of 7 figures plus 1 on the machine gun top. Finalizing the basic shape, then add details like front and back bumpers. Add LED headlights. The vehicle measures 17 inches in length, 8 inches in height, 8 inches width. And that concludes today's video. See you next time.